EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago, and really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans, a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye, but where that game was all Tennessee, they led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. On second down, here's Henry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. 4-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. To throw, Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Right here, right here. Right there. Gun. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go. Check 50. Check 50.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Play action now, Cousins. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away. play, and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football.
24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
47 yards.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Derrick Henry.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Newton now to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here? Hit as he throws and the ball is out. It's a live football. And that might be Titan football. It is. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A toss left. Henry looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton escaping the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there out of the running game. 51 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. 6-0 our score after 1. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
second down. It's Hill, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Titans 6.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, and he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
13.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. After the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. The shotgun snap for Newton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
The Titans first down.
First down carry for Henry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First down, Titans.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st down, Tennessee.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Derrick Henry.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Queen. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. A 3rd field goal in the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
On the deep ball.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They start the second half with Hill. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking in the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches.
Cousins now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Cousins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Ravens 14. Titans 6. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
It's 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Newton to throw. The open man is Smith. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Newton. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Malik Harrison charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. So the false start will back them up 5. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Cousins to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 85 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. Newton on first down. This one caught by Davis. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
44-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Newton. Over the middle to Smith. Newton's that throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They will go for it. Now Newton. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
The play is a turnover on downs.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Well, we're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Now it's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Titans 6.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Watch 36. Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Check. Crunch.
They snap it to Newton. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They begin the drive with Hill. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Off the play fake. Hackett. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. From the gun, Hackett. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat in the drive when we get at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Brett Kern now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
2 yards, good enough for a first. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 36-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Hackett. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
But, Charles, it's one thing.